There's another story, which is based on Thomas Comes to Breakfast. This one's called Lercy Comes to Breakfast. Let's go. Lercy comes to breakfast. Lercy, the third Ted Crimson, has worked on Tasmania for many years, and knows it very well. You'll know just where to stop, Lercy, not disturbed. You can almost manage without me. Lercy had become conceited. He didn't realize his driver was joking. Jim says they don't need him now, he told the others. Don't be so daft, snorted, said Gordon. He'd never go without me, Trevor, said Henry earnestly. I'd be frightened. Paul, boasted Lercy. I'm not scared. You'll never dare. What then? No, sir. It was dark next morning when the fair nature came. Lercy drowsed comfortably as a warm spread for his boiler. He woke again in daylight. Gordon and Henry were still asleep. Lercy suddenly remembered. Fiddlesticks, he chuckled. I'll show them. Jacob hasn't come yet, so how it goes. He cautiously tried first one piston, then the other. I'm moving! I'm moving! He whispered. I'll just go out, then I'll stop, and whoosh. That will make them jump. Very quietly, he headed for the door. Lercy thought he was being clever, but really he was only moving because a kindness cleaner had meddled with his controls. He soon found his mistake. He checked her, whoosh, but he couldn't. He tried to stop. He couldn't. He just kept rolling along. The buses will stop me, he thought hopefully. But that city had no buses. It just ended at the road. Lercy's wheels lift the rails and crunch the concrete. Hoppers? He exclaimed and shut his eyes. He didn't dare look at what was coming next. The station master was having breakfast in the station house. Eating breakfast. There was a crash. The station rocked, broken glass tinkled, plaster peppered. the station master's breakfast. He turned the room full of mess he made. He couldn't speak. Percy had to come and help him out, then talking to soaping main dogs as he kept it mended. You know, Albert, he did not have engine, said Taylor. And Ned Sauber, didn't mean to go at her, they just did, said Mercer. I'll have to call my friends to help me fix your friend. Liberty came to help. They got the front mended. Taylor Nerner got a hurt. But what? This is hard mending, you know. Did you ever see such damage, Liberty? No, they never turned it. Things crossed. A big change were made. It can't go on the jigger, Sauber, and you'll never getting a headache, Taylor. That's all right. Oh, let the workman dogs like just remember what I said. Never goes on the jigger. All right. I'll promise you'll pet, and that's the end of this week's saga. No, sir. I hope he's better for the next saga. Well, that's the end of this week's one. this next story based on Thomas Mer and the Crow. This one's called Duck, Mercer, and the Crow. Duck, Mercer, and the Crow. Duck the Great Western Engine's snaring green paint sparkled in the sunset. The sea puffed along his broad snare. Plain green is the only proper colour for an engine, he boasted, telling others. Oh, I don't know. I like my green and red paint, said Percy. They're tall. They've always been the same, said my brother. I wouldn't want to be any other colour either, added Nurser. Plain green is the only colour for the really useful engine. Everybody knows that, sputtered Duck. Nurser said no more. He just grinned at his brother Percy and winked. Each day, Nurser brings a truck of coal from the junction for the coal merchants at some places of the train yards. The next morning, Duck was resting when Nurser arrived. Be careful in the siding, Nurser, warned Duck as Nurser tossed the trucks alongside him. Some buffers in that shed don't know if it's safe to me. They... Ow! Drop my truck! He got no further as one of the coal trucks passed Duck. The catch on its door burst open, and the rumble and the crash made a launch of coal poured out and peeled up round Duck's wheels. A thick cloud of coal dust rose all around it. Sputtered Duck. Help! I'm choking. Let me out. Nurser looked worried, and as the dust settled, he looked at Duck and began to laugh. Duck's smart plain green paint was black everywhere. Chuckled Nurser. You don't look really awesome now. You should see yourself. You look really disgraceful. Not disgraceful. Choked up Robson. You did that on purpose, Nurser. Stop your stupid Gideon. But it was some time before Nurser could help. The cold bunker stormed behind the truck's buffers, which Duck had said were unsafe. It was only when the coal was shoveled into the bunker the duck had been moved. So the duck was filthy. The little police had to clean it. Duck was grumpy in the shed that night. Percy thought it a good joke, but lercy was cross with Duck, thinking that he had made his paint black on purpose, or thought it. Lercy remarked, "Since then you're some plain green tank engine, lit Duck, becoming a disgrace to the Tasman Railway." "You're wet, lercy," said Duck. "Peg Hustler, one day you'll laugh on the other side of your smoke box." "Poor," retorted lercy. "It never do. Besides, I only didn't notice the truck catch bursting open." The fjord worsened as time went on. Duck thought lercy had coal dusted him deliberately, and lercy was cross with Duck for thinking so. Two days later, Duck was at the platform when lercy came in without his tracks because he shunted them in the sea. He backed into the city to rest. But as he was backing in, this city had some faulty buffers. As lercy tried to stop, he heard a cracking sound, and to his horror found that he couldn't. The buffers didn't stop him either. "Help! Help!" The buffers broke, and lercy ran into some bags full of coal. With about coal flew everywhere, and when the dust settled, lercy disappeared beneath a thick black cloak. Duck watched from the platform. As the car stayed away, the signal arm dropped. Duck moved off to get his chain, laughing as he went. "Now you'll look disgraceful. It's not funny." Lercy was furious, and for the rest of the day he spent wondering how to pay Duck out. This is the end of the story, per lercy. I hope you'll be better next episode, story, and the fating will not come back again. Lercy was on his way home after he shunted some tracks into stolen some of his stock. God, he was tired of his cobble and duck and wanted to be friends again. He had a good day and was feeling extra pleased with himself. He was so busy thinking how he would tell Duck and Percy about his expert handling of the tracks that he forgot to keep a good lookout. Tom Nate, he saw a broken branch hanging over the lane straight in front of him. "Oh!" he groaned. He tried to stop, but his brakes wouldn't hold him. The rails were slippery. "Ouch!" he exclaimed. The branch hit his smoke box, broke away, and crashed to the ground. Lercy was more startled than hurt, but his friend was still sore when he reached the shed. "It's your own fault," said Duck unsympathetically. "You shall keep a better lookout. There's no patience for one." "You can't talk to him like that," said not to talk himself. He forgot his good resolution and talked to Percy for the rest of the evening. He didn't speak to Duck the next day either. "I say, Percy," he said in the shed that evening, "what's a drip? Do you know?" Percy pondered. "It's when rain comes from a hole in your car, and Fairman hasn't got time to mend it," he decided at last. "It's silly," objected Percy. "I heard a boy on the platform call his friend one this afternoon. I'm sure he couldn't have been through a hole in her car," he added earnestly. Duck was tired of being ignored. "That's different," he interrupted loftily. "The boy just thought his friend was being carded or silly or the spoil sport." Lercy thought about it. "So if," he suggested reflectively, "if you stopped me from doing something nice, would you be good, Duck?" "No, you're the good," answered Duck crossly. "Now go to sleep like a proper engine and stop talking nonsense. You need to be swanky." Next day, Gordon's train was late at the junction when Duck set out along the river. He was trying to make up the lost train. Suddenly there was a loud bang, and something hard hit the bottom of his left-hand water tank. "Ouch!" As he stopped, a cold splash of water was leaking. One of your seed rods is broken, said his neighbour. It swung up and punctured your tank. I'll have to get help. Lercy came up to help Doug. After he was sent in some church, he was told from the station master that he needed to help him because his tank leaked. Water was leaking everywhere. He found him and took him to the passenger station to take the passengers home. As they did the coming, and saw the service lord said Douglas Mercer helped him to the ship. That tank of men turned it into the bigger ship than they expected, didn't it? Come with the Frenchman, please. Mercer was donated to the crew. That's the end of the speech, Father. Thank you for watching this episode, Father, of Duck's Stupid Tank. It's all for today. Of myself, the small engine and fence is a great hit for your job. And know many of your people in Australia and your people in your native kingdom and states, and know many of you have been making these starters to make a perfect film. We all have been part of the model community on your job for many years, and we have been a great success. Oh. Excuse me, my paper is being a bit naughty. Stay. As I said, we've all been part of the model chain community on your shop for many years and have been great at making up some stories. Cactus 1907-06 is being a great success too, including Burnford films. He would like to think when your starter Turner if he has time to give a comment, and your reader should tell him that he can't do Duck's voice, someone else is doing Duck's voice. I need to tell everyone all around the world that today the new starter teller will tell you about the True Mountain Railway. It is made in the bedroom in the upstairs room in the second Red Beach. You'll see it coming to your shop when you have been excited to see it. Plus he's doing model work upstairs. Apparently he has the brains of making great actors to make model train sets. You may have noticed some letters have been given to him as he delivered them to his family to tell him the True Mountain Railway is already made. In the upstairs bedroom. If you're watching this, Bob, you'll be saying, what has made this law up to? And everyone on your show will be wanting to give him some comments. Mainly they would need to accept good ones, not bad ones. Even more bad, ugly ones. What else am I saying? Oh yes, I've got this script, it's about Tupper. But changing it. It's called Turner's Country Holiday. You'll be seeing him running the first time. basket hasn't fallen down. You hurt me. Give me a bit of a rest.